హాయ్ అండి, అందరికీ నమస్కారం. నేను మీ venugopal ఫ్రమ్ జోష్ ఇన్నోవేషన్స్ ప్రైవేట్ లిమిటెడ్, జోష్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ ఆఫ్ ఫారెన్ లాంగ్వేజెస్, ఎడ్యునైన్ కెరీర్ గైడెన్స్ సంయుక్తంగా విద్యార్థికి అవసరమైనటువంటి వేలాది వీడియోస్ మనం రూపొందిస్తున్నాం. ఇందులో భాగంగా 2026 సంవత్సరానికి సంబంధించి ఇంతవరకైతే నేను వీడియో స్టార్ట్ చేయలేదు. ఎందుకంటే మంచి రీసెర్చ్, మంచి అనాలిసిస్ చేస్తేనే నేను మీకు మంచి కౌన్సిలింగ్ గైడెన్స్ ఇవ్వగలను. కాబట్టి నేను రీసెర్చ్లో లాస్ట్ 3-4 మంత్స్ నుంచి రీసెర్చ్ చేస్తూ అలా ఉన్నాను అనమాట. సో 2026 అడ్మిషన్లకి శుభారంభంతో ఈరోజు స్టార్ట్ చేయాలనే ఉద్దేశంతో SRM గ్రూప్ అడ్మిషన్ డైరెక్టర్ అయినటువంటి మనోజ్ మాధవన్ కుట్టి సార్ ఈరోజు నాతోటే ఉన్నారు. సార్ తోటే ఈ ఎపిసోడ్ని 2026కు సంబంధించినటువంటి మొట్టమొదటి వీడియోగా మనం ఈరోజు మీ ముందు ఉంచుతున్నాను. సో SRM గ్రూప్ని తీసుకోవడం ఎందుకంటే SRM ఈజ్ ఇప్పుడు బ్రాండ్స్ కాలేజ్ గురించి నేను ఎప్పుడు చెప్తూ ఉంటాను కదా. SRM, విట్టు, అమృత, శివనాడారు, ఇట్లా బ్రాండ్స్ వచ్చినటువంటి దాంట్లో ఓల్డెస్ట్ బ్రాండ్ ఒకటి, ప్లస్ మన సదరన్ బ్రాండ్స్లో నార్త్ దాకా కూడా పోయి చచ్చుకుపోయేసి దాదాపు ఒక రెవల్యూషన్ చేస్తున్నటువంటి కాలేజీ SRM గ్రూప్గా చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. సార్ని అడిగేసి ఫస్ట్ SRM గ్రూప్ యొక్క విశేషాలు ఏంటి, SRM యొక్క ఎస్టాబ్లిష్మెంట్ దగ్గర నుంచి ఇప్పటిదాకా జరిగినటువంటి ప్రస్థానము. యాక్చువల్గా ఒకటి ఏంటంటే అండి, ఎవరైనా సరే ఒక గ్రూప్ను స్టార్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు కొంతకాలానికి అది డిమినిష్ అయిపోతుంది అనమాట. అంటే ఆ ఫౌండర్ కొద్దిగా యాక్టివ్గా ఉన్న రోజులు ఉంటుంది, తర్వాత పోతూ ఉంటుంది. దాదాపు ఒక 50-60 సంవత్సరాల క్రితం స్టార్ట్ చేసినటువంటి ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్ అయినా ఇప్పుడు కూడా మీరు ఎక్కడైనా ఆంధ్రాలో అడగండి, లేకపోతే తెలంగాణలో అడగండి, మీరు యూపీలో అడగండి, SRM అండి మాకు తెలుసండి, మంచి కాలేజ్ అండి. అంటే రిటైర్మెంటు లేదా స్టెబుల్గా ఒక ఆర్గనైజేషన్ రన్ చేయాలన్నట్లయితే చాలా కమిట్మెంటు అవసరం అనమాట. ఇంతేకాకుండా SRM యొక్క గ్రూపు వర్సటైల్ గ్రూప్ అనమాట. వర్సటైల్ గ్రూప్ అంటే మెడికల్, డిగ్రీ, ఇంజనీరింగు, మేనేజ్మెంట్ కోర్సెస్, ఇంటీరియర్ డిజైనింగ్, ఫ్యాషన్ టెక్నాలజీ, నోహౌ టెక్నాలజీస్, ఆర్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్లో ఉన్నటువంటి ల్యాబ్స్, హాస్టల్స్, ఇంత సామ్రాజ్యాన్ని సృష్టించడం అంటే, మెయింటైన్ చేయడం అంటే ఆషామాషి విధం కాదు. మోస్ట్ వల్నరబుల్ ఏజ్లో ఉన్నటువంటి ఇంటర్మీడియట్ స్టూడెంట్స్ మెయింటైన్ చేయడం అంటే, మీరు ఈ ఏజ్ గ్రూప్లో అందరూ పిల్లలు కూడా వల్నరబుల్గా ఉంటారు. వీళ్ళందరినీ చేసి ఇన్నేళ్ల పాటు ప్రజల్లో ఆ వేవ్ పడిపోకుండా దినదిన ప్రవర్ధమానంగా పెరిగేటట్టు చేయగలిగినటువంటి SRM మేనేజ్మెంట్తో ఈ యొక్క శుభదినాన్ని ప్రారంభిస్తూ సార్కి వెల్కమ్ చెప్తున్నాను. నమస్కారం సార్.
నమస్కారం సార్. నమస్కారం
సార్. యాక్చువల్గా ఈ ఇంట్రడక్షన్ మీరు విన్నారు. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద సీక్రెట్ అండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఎవల్యూషనరీ ట్రీ?
సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు ట్రావెల్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ 56 years back if you look at SRM group. So in the year 1969 SRM journey started, sir. In the name of SRM, that time it was not SRM, it was called Florence Nightingale School.
Okay.
It was in Chennai. So that time it was run by sisters. You know that those times you used to have convent schools and all these things. So one of the sisters and all these people, it's a missionary school, it was run by them. That time what happened, our founder Dr. T.R. Pariyandar garu, he was also a maths teacher.
Okay.
Very humble beginning. He was a maths teacher. So that time in 1969, after he worked in the school, in the evening time what he used to do, he used to give free coaching classes to the students who are trying for polytechnic, because he himself is a polytechnic graduate.
Okay.
As well, but at the core he is a mathematics teacher. So that is how the journey started. So when he was doing this evening coaching and all these things, one thing came to his mind. There are so many talents in the country, right? But unfortunately they are not knowing how to apply for university, because in those days privatization was not there. Everyone has to apply for government based colleges only. It was just after a couple of decades after the independence, right? So that is when the sisters, they were not able to run the show, the entire school. So that time they called Dr. T.R. Pariyandar and they said, can you run this school? Because we are a little bit struggling in terms of administration, all these things. So he then took over the school. That is the beginning. So SRM today, it has grown up in such a big way, but everything started in one small primary school, sir, not even full-fledged school. As a primary school in 1969. So after that there is no turning back. So after 1969 he worked in the school. He have developed that school from a primary to middle age. Now today also the school is there.
Okay.
And recently they have celebrated very successfully 55 years celebration they had. The school is still very much in existence. Now it is called SRM Nightingale School.
Okay.
And you imagine the quality of the school was so good that our founder's son himself is a product of SRM Nightingale.
Super, sir, super.
So if you are going to put your son or daughter in one school, you will think 100 times. So he has put his own son into his school. That shows that he is meant for quality. Probably that is why after 1969, by the year 1983, slowly privatization started coming in, sir. So by 1983, they established SRM Polytechnic Institute in 1983. Then after that Polytechnic Institute, they established Valliyamai Society. So Valliyamai Society was established again in 92-93 period.
Okay.
The reason of established society is they wanted to take this polytechnic to next level.
Okay.
That time there was lot of mushrooming of engineering colleges trend came in.
Yes, sir.
In 90s time, 90s period.
Liberalization and
Liberalization, privatization, that kind of ecosystem was open for private players.
Okay.
ఆ టైంలో మన ఫౌండరు he started this Valliyamai Engineering College. It's called SRM Valliyamai Engineering College. It's a Telugu minority college.
Okay.
So students are most welcome. So 50% of the seats are reserved for Telugu minority
That's
students.
a great news, sir. How much will be the fees in that, sir?
So see, the fee starts as starting range is around 85,000 and all the way up to 2 lakhs. It's very much affordable. Many people might think how come SRM, such a big brand, is giving at this price? The reason is very simple. Even though they have grown so much, this is very close to their heart. This is because this is the first institution they have started. This was actually called Valliyamai Polytechnic, then they changed to Engineering College. So they still want to go with the same flow. At the core, it is going to be a very benevolent nature of our founder. He said this is the fees we want to keep. That is the thing.
Superb, sir.
Then after this Valliyamai Engineering College, that is where founder did a very big gamble, sir. Actually, gamble as in not in a bad way. What I'm trying to tell you is that he sold acres and acres of land back in Tandavarayapuram. Now Tandavarayapuram, actually I said T.R. Parivendar. His full name is Tandavarayapuram Ramaswamy Parivendar.
Okay.
Ramaswamy is father's name. Tandavarayapuram is his town name.
Okay.
So Tandavarayapuram is a very small village in Salem district.
Okay.
Okay. So he is from a very humble background. He had few chunk of land. He sold all those land. All his neighbors, family people, they were saying, what is this? Why he has sold everything? This is his town. What he is doing this? All this. So many opposition. But despite all that opposition and all this struggle, he invested everything in establishing SRM IST.
Okay.
So that is where SRM, from Engineering College, it became SRM IST,
Okay.
SRM Institute of Science and Technology. Then subsequently, again in 2000, UGC came up with privatization of universities also.
Okay.
Before there was no universities before 2000, sir. No private universities was there. Only engineering colleges, private engineering colleges was there, always affiliated to some central university or, for example, in Tamil Nadu, it is Anna University. But in 2000, UGC allowed, University Grants Commission allowed privatization. That is where in the year 2002 they applied. And one of the earliest in the entire country to apply was SRM. Right, and that time they got it, and that is that time they became SRM University.
Okay.
So that is the campus in Chennai. It's actually the outskirts of Chennai. The area where it is situated is called Kattankulathur.
Kattankulathur.
SRM IST Kattankulathur. That is where it started. So in 2004, then slowly that Institute of Science and Technology, they became SRM University, and after that they opened one more campus. That time itself they started in Ghaziabad. Ghaziabad is in Delhi National Capital Region, in UP state, but it is in Delhi capital
NCR region.
NCR region. So there they started again, same name, same brand, SRM IST. It's a satellite campus of the Chennai campus. Then so time went on. Then after engineering they went into medical. Now there is a funny joke we have internally. They asked, sir, what are the programs in SRM? Someone asked, we tell you, what do you think is not there in SRM? Then they ask, oh, you have everything. I said, we only don't have one thing, which we are planning. The only thing we don't have is veterinary.
Okay, except
apart from that, you name anything, sir. Aerospace, nanotechnology, medical, paramedical, nursing, robotics, anything, on the planet you want, that is available in SRM.
Okay.
So that is how they have grown from small polytechnic engineering to such a big brand. So this is, I can keep talking more, but I think.
No problem. It's the sustainability secret, sir. Actually, Like 2000 you entered into the genre of private universities and you established 2 universities. Now it is 25 years journey. So many mushrooming universities has came.
Correct.
Many people came up with different backgrounds. During these 25 years, did you find any faults or at least at any point of time?
SRM luckily has never failed in terms of whatever, that's why we say our Dr. T.R. Parivandar we call man with Midas touch.
Hmm.
So by God's grace, by his visionary, that thought process, luckily whatever he touched really actually turned gold. So luckily they were not able to have any kind of a problem. But as you rightly said, sustenance is not a joke, because so many universities, they came, but today they are nowhere. They are lost in that whole rat race.
That is.
So what happens, why SRM is still here? If you ask me, my simple answer is, because we, at the core, sir, we want to give quality and affordable education. Our motto is education for all, and even if you look at the logo also, it says learn, leap, lead. Now usually what typically colleges do, learning happens, they give degree and it's finished. But here, learn, leap, lead means we want everyone to learn, take the leap into the industry or whatever they want to do, higher education, whatever, and become leaders.
Okay.
So every individual student is given attention, not as looking at them as an engineer or doctor. We are looking at them as a holistic individual. How do you make future good citizens of the country? That was at the core since the day one.
Okay.
It's not about creating graduates here. We need to create people who are problem solvers, who can think differently, because society has so many problems, sir. We need not just titles of engineer or DR doctor like that. We need people who really can take that problem and solve that problem. So we want problem solvers, out of box thinkers, people who can actually help in nation building. So this is probably the reason at the core SRM is still thriving, not just surviving but thriving, and I think that is one mantra that we have taken it and we are living by it, and that our growth is a testament to that.
Sir, actually there are two things generally in the parent perspective that SRM will take huge intake. So what do you say about it?
Yes, definitely. As when I started before, I said education for all. When I say education for all, we have lot of intake. We take in huge numbers because SRM, there is so much competition. Every year we have more than 1 lakh people are applying. Right? Now we wish we could give seats to everyone, 1 lakh also. But still, that's why we are slowly establishing more and more campuses. Because since it is in Chennai, so many people find it difficult, especially people, you won't believe me, sir, 40% of the people in SRM Chennai are North Indians. 40%. So it is clearly evident that if you give quality education, they will come from any part of the world.
Okay.
Right? So to solve that only, we are opening more campuses. So obviously the intake will be more. The motive is we should try to educate as many people as possible. The only way to do that is scalability.
Okay. Sir, whenever we go to Northeast area, so what are the engineering colors means they simply say they only know SRM. So actually we eat idli, dosa, vada and rice.
Correct.
And North Indians eat roti, vagara, etc. Northeast Indians eat some other thing.
It's completely different.
So you are engaging all the three. So how you are managing this diversity part and how you are keeping the students intact culturally?
So whenever we go and try to establish a campus, we definitely bring in some components of South, because that is why people are coming from all the way from Northeast, Bihar, Kashmir and coming to Chennai, because they feel that South is known for quality education, sir. All the big brands, most of them are in places like in Northeast, in Sikkim we have a campus, in Ghaziabad, in Sonipat, all these campuses. First time when we go and establish, we always send our people who are already there in Chennai during the establishment time. During that process, what we do, we onboard people from the local area also. From Pan India, we attract talents, but we take good number of local people. We inject them into the system. We handhold them for 1 or 2 years. Okay. Our seniors who are already in Chennai campus will come, do the entire onboarding, handholding process. But after 2 years, once we know that the particular so and so is trained, we then allow them to function. Okay. So it's a fusion of you know, that
Legacy
local
of,
legacy of SRM, but also taking account
Fusion
of the
of,
local,
okay.
culture. So it's a clash.
Okay.
And
Okay.
during this clash only, you will be able to find people with diversity.
Okay. Sir, actually, as far as Chennai is concerned, in the entire India, Chennai used to be the manufacturing hub before 20 years.
Correct.
The global politics, in turn Indian politics, now Chennai is like not flourishing like as earlier.
Correct. Correct.
Okay. So really as an education system, because only if you think of total Chennai education, the most responsibility comes with SRM, VIT and very few people.
Correct.
Like you are also one of the major player in this.
Correct.
So what exactly you are thinking, sir? Now the scenario of manufacturing has came down in Tamil Nadu.
Correct.
Other way, our major supporter US is against us.
Correct.
So there are so many internal and global issues are there.
Correct.
So now where to go, how to go, and how you want to direct the new age generation to facilitate India to grow better.
Definitely, sir. So as you rightly said, you know, for any kind of you know, city to thrive, you know, we have had, if you look at ancient histories, Dwarka we had as a city, we had universities like Takshashila, Nalanda University, which people are talking about Oxford, Harvard, but it is all their grandfathers, these universities, but today unfortunately it's not there. So every single process, it follows something called as bell curve. So there is a growth stage, then there is a saturation stage, then tapering out stage. And of course, there are some political reasons also, because in the center, there is a different party that is ruling it. In Tamil Nadu, there is a different party ruling it. And unfortunately, their ideologies are conflicting. Their thought process is conflicting. And as a collateral damage, unfortunately, the youth are getting affected. And even though if SRM wants to really, you know, put in a lot of effort to do it in Chennai itself, there are challenges, as you rightly said. But to combat that challenges, that is why, as you said, VIT, SRM, Amrita, if you see all these good brands, they have also started going out. That is why we established this SRM University Delhi NCR Sonipat campus in the year 2013. They took an idea from the Ivy League schools in the US side.
Yes,
you know?
they are establishing campus across the world.
Yes, so they wanted to adopt a similar model, so that's why they established Rajiv Gandhi Education City. So that is when SRM got its approval. Likewise, VIT has got campuses in, you know, in Bhopal and Amravati. We also have a campus in Amravati. We have in Sikkim, we have in Ghaziabad. Amrita again. See, all players who understood these challenges, they are going outwards. Now, you don't look inwards. Once there is a saturation, you should start looking outwards. So we are doing that. Now, as you rightly said, to deal with this geopolitical situation for Indians, I think, you know, the government, you know, there is a famous word, Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam. It means world is a global village, sir.
Global village.
Now, because of, you know, we are in the era of internet. No, internet now is old. We are in the era of AI.
Yeah, we are in the
now AI also they are saying it has gone from Gen AI to agentic AI. Next is physical AI. If physical AI comes, they are saying people would be, I don't know what is going to the future.
We don't get any jobs.
We don't get any job. But on the other hand, the brighter side, we need to, if you like or not, you can't be away from technology.
Yes, yes, that is true.
In those days, sir, if you remember, in our days when we used to hunt for job, we used to write skills, we write MS Office. Nowadays, if you put MS Office, people will laugh. It is not a skill, it's a requirement.
It's a requirement, basic requirement.
Right, that in future I feel, knowing now, you know, AI is everywhere, AI, people are saying. I think just matter of 10 to 15 years, maybe by before 2050, or what our India Viksit Bharat says, the 2040 vision, I am sure by that time, AI will become like how kids learn ABC. It will run into every household and everyone will have to do it. So we tell our students, it's no more about the game is not between Tamil Nadu or Andhra Pradesh or Tamil Nadu, Kerala, or not even India, Pakistan. Now, as you said, it's not about US, China, whoever it is. We can't keep telling that they are growing, we are scared or this thing. If we establish ourselves very strongly, okay, so if we are defensively very strong to combat challenges, be it international challenge or local challenge, we train the students. That's why we have something called as International Advisory Board, sir, in SRM group, and good brands also follow this. We have professors starting from all the way from US till Japan. There are more than 40 different universities where people who are research directors, who are in industry, they're all coming for 2 years in a year. We have this something called as Board of Studies. Now in Board of Studies is the place where we set the curriculum. Now when we call these global leaders or global change makers, I call them, when they come and advise us what kind of a curriculum it should be, we are able to take their advice seriously and we will implement it. So what happens after this? Our student who are graduating from SRM is no more competing with someone in Delhi or Calcutta. He is competing with someone in Vancouver. He is competing with someone in Brisbane. He is competing with someone in Tokyo.
Yes, sir.
Because now, sir, gigs economy. We are living in gigs economy.
Yes, yes.
Morning 6 to 10, you are a yoga instructor. 10 to 2, you are a lecturer. Again 2 to 5, you are a Uber driver. Now people have gone that way. They are now people used to expect people who are masters of a particular subject. Now they don't need master. They need jack of all trades. So we are equipping. That's why I am saying SRM wants to develop holistic individual who can multitask, who can understand the geopolitics, who can be a good citizen by making our country proud. We are very strong in that.
Sir, actually, I have a doubt regarding this.
Sure, sir.
Now, as far as the demand supply, say as I also learn a bit about economics. Now we will discuss something about economics.
Sure.
14 lakhs output BTech engineers are coming. Most of them are computer science engineers.
Correct.
Only 2 lakhs jobs are there. So not only SRM, all the particularly South Indian institutions. Actually, South Indians are very far to North Indians earlier.
Correct.
Now what we are doing, entire Ghaziabad, Gurugram, Noida, and they are focusing on VLSI integrations or semiconductors, something like that, but we stuck up with CSE only. So does this CSE scenario, what is the thought process to make by the parents at this junction? Because as an admission director, so you monitor almost around 50 to 60,000 students, and job scenario also will be explained by placement officers to you. So what is your exact suggestions now? And I have seen some, as you told that except veterinary, we are having everything in SRM.
Correct.
So I have observed some of the courses like electric vehicle engineering, robotics automation, robotics and artificial intelligence. These kind of numerous courses I have seen in SRM. But very, very less intake. Like EVC, if I take, only 30 intake I have seen in SRM University. Because this is the actual need, sustainability engineering,
Correct.
waste management.
Correct.
This kind of courses actually not evolved and not awareness, parents and students are not aware by that particular courses.
Correct.
So, and everybody is talking like now drone technology. I think that course is missing.
Yes.
So you have to
But we have introduced drone technology as one of the subjects which is under EC. We are teaching it, but it's not a complete specialization.
So like every governments and global people are saying that rare earth metals. So we are having mining, I think.
Yeah, mining we have. Mining
We are having.
yes.
So we have to remodify it to something. Everybody is talking about wars are happening about rare earth metals.
Correct.
So now what exactly you would like to guide our CSE students by observing the global scenario, making market ready using AI, that however SRM will do
Correct.
the best. So what are the different other alternatives you would like to suggest our students?
Sure.
Still if they are having more passion towards CSE because of the previous instances. So to both these parents and students, you just give your words.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. As you rightly said, what you said is exactly right. If you roll back to 10-15 years before, by 2010, during that time, any people you must have seen, mostly all India rank holders of JEE Advanced or all these major entrance examination, the first rank holder, second rank holder, they usually go into CSE. And we have a herd mentality, Indians, one choose, oh, all India rank one has chosen CSE, we should also do it. Then we have been over abused by showing Sundar Pichai, Satya Nadella of Microsoft and Google, all these things. So there has been a prejudice mindset in terms of the students and parents also. Equally, they are also to be blamed that CS is the only way to flourish in life, to make money and to get jobs.
Okay.
That is the mentality they had in the early 2010, and of course boom came and a lot of IT people did very good. But now, sir, scenario has changed completely. We, the government, and we at SRM, we also understand that CSE is alone not going to be the future. I am not saying CSE is dead, but definitely it has started the decline in my opinion.
Yes.
And I am telling you 100%, if really India wants to become global power or aspiring to become global power of Viksit Bharat again 2040, what we need to do is we need to work on manufacturing. You see China, our neighbor, our India, every day there was one more article I read. They said every week there is a new application coming on our mobile phone based on delivery, food delivery, this thing. Our Indians are very busy about how to make people lazy.
Yes,
The developers also, the people who are the owners also of the company, and the end user also, the consumer also, and the employers also. But you see China. China is heavily focused on EV. They are coming up with, and they are working on quantum computing. They are working seriously on manufacturing. Now I think slowly they have realized, now only they have realized that no more we can't eat softwares, we can't only keep on doing IT. So now slowly the recent budget, if you see, 10,000 crore has been granted for establishing a semiconductor facility in Assam, in Northeast, the government of India.
But there is a partiality, sir. Once again,
Yeah.
no South Indian companies. Actually, at the
Correct.
time of Rajesh Shekhar Reddy,
Correct.
when he was the chief minister for combined Andhra Pradesh,
Yes.
we as Telugu people, we established a SEZ at Fab City. It is almost around 2,000 acres. Only 10 companies are there related to this semiconductor.
Correct.
But they are very, very nominal component assembling establishments. When I used to see Delhi recently,
Correct.
almost I visited 4-5 SEZs. They are having hundreds and thousands of units like flooring like anything, and they are establishing that. So South India, now we are not in the race of manufacturing, because Hyderabad, when we are with the TRS government, so our minister, the earlier minister KTR, usually focused on IT.
Correct. That's why Cyberabad
And everything. So everything was good, and that is developed. So only we are having only one manufacturing block for both the Telugu states, that is Jahirabad. That is also only very, very nominal.
Correct.
So when I used to see China, so it is not even the underdeveloped district also.
Correct.
Performing
China
so well.
is at least 40-50 years ahead of India. As I told earlier also, the moment there is going to be a different power struggle, right? In central there is one, because unfortunately India is a federal structure we have, right? We have a state government and we have a central government. The moment the ideologies are differ, there is going to be bias. There is going to be a lot of favoritism. These things are inevitable. But how we can combat it, right? So there are two ways. One is we keep complaining that government is not doing anything, or we tell our students, right? Now special economic zones and all these SECs are government projects. What I am saying, if we equip our own students with the know-hows, with the knowledge, what is happening in like Norway, Finland, what is happening in let's say in Ireland, what is happening in Japan, if we give that kind of knowledge through these international advisors, first is we are giving them knowledge. Now they can go by themselves and pitch it to investors. Once they pitch it to investors, they can bring project. One is, yes, we understand that we can complain and say that government is not doing. On the other hand, we equip our students with enough abundant knowledge that are required to compete globally, and they are going to find investors. Now the India is open. Before you can't see anyone. You see Suzuki, they need a collaboration with Maruti Suzuki, Hero with Honda.
Yes, sir.
But now you see BYD is directly coming in.
So
they are allowing now. They have allowed companies to directly, and you see universities, so many universities have started establishing GIFT City. Before it was not possible at all.
Daikin University, Liverpool University, Manhattan.
So if you see education wise, we are open. Industries have already started coming in. So we no more need these SECs, in my opinion, because investors are going to come from abroad, and they are having huge bags of chunk of money. They are all looking at only one thing: idea and the right way to execute it. If we are equipping the students with that knowledge, I am sure we can turn around. South India has great potential, sir. No matter government is supporting or not, I feel if students are equipped with the right knowledge, they will find the fund. They will find their own way to get the fund, and definitely we will flourish. I am very confident about it.
Sir, actually another challenge I want to put in front of you, sir. So SRM, as you rightly told, that you will get 40% of the students from North India, another 10% from Northeast states, and maybe 10% or 20% from locals, and 30% Telugu people. I think
Yes. Huge number of Telugu people are there.
30% Telugu people are there. So the junior college system, what we are having, here the state syllabus is almost at the ruin stage,
Correct. Unfortunately.
unfortunately. So now all these people are coming to you, but what companies is asking for is practical oriented people.
Correct.
There is a huge mismatch,
Gap. Yes. Yes.
and you are at the bridge stage. What SRM is going to do with this massive intakes and more responsibility and the leader of the market? So what is your strategy by composing the level of the student and the expectation of the market, and by seeing the global scenarios and local politics together?
Sure. As you rightly said, this is one of the challenges we face from few states. If you look at Kerala state, they are even above CBSE. Same with Karnataka board also very good. But even in Tamil Nadu, our own Tamil Nadu state board, it's very pathetic. Same situation like AP and Telangana only. So when these people from different parts of India, when they come together, we are very clearly seeing a starking difference. People unfortunately from TN board, AP board, they are struggling like anything because they feel like they have come to the wrong place. So we understand.
That is not their problem, that is the problem.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not their issue. Unfortunately, they think that they have studied well and they have scored 90, 95 in class 12. They think they celebrate and everything. Only after coming to a different state, meeting different people,
Then
they
they
realize, oh, I
understand.
don't know anything. This is definitely a challenge we face. But how do you combat it? It's a very big challenge, sir. So what we have is at SRM, we have something called, we don't discriminate, but we have internally, we have a system where we have slow learners and fast learners. So people who are in slow learners, definitely, they say in Hindi, they say, no, taliyan dono haath se bajate. So what we are doing is that during weekends, we are having doubt clearing sessions, and apart from that, we are giving them lot of personality development training. We keep having these workshops. Now this workshop has nothing to do with the curriculum or classroom. Of course, the doubt clearing session is related to classroom, but the personality development, how to improve your confidence, how to improve your life skills. Like when I mean life skills, it's not just about communication alone. It could even be how to implement it, because all the the education system in AP and Tamil Nadu, it's all if you look at the Bloom's taxonomy, they call it. It's
Yes,
it's
Bloomberg's
taxonomy. They say they have different levels, knowledge, understanding, application, and recall. Our board, unfortunately, it's all about by-hearting and vomiting. Right? So when they come in, we train on Bloom's taxonomy model, where we say it's not just about studying, it has to be applied. That's why in 12th, the subjects like physics, chemistry will become, in first year engineering, it will become applied physics, applied chemistry. First of all, instead of teaching applied chemistry, we need to first teach the student what is the meaning of applied, why the adjective applied is added before chemistry, how is it different from that school level and higher education level. We tell them very clearly that no more it is spoon feeding. Higher education means it's a buffet, you have your empty plate, no one is going to come and feed you, you take what you want into your plate. So that's what I'm saying, sir. So SRM is doing this weekend classes. We are giving special, through the training and placement cell. It's training and placement cell, people think it's all about getting job. No. That's why it's called training and placement. It's not like placement cell. Many colleges, they have placement cell only. But they should think again. They should have training and placement. In the training period, what they will do, from day one, the student should be given PD classes, personality development classes, how to teach this, transferable skills, life skills, how to sell yourself. So these kind of things we start from day one. We don't wait for, usually what, I don't want to name any college, some of the colleges I know what they do, final year just 1 month before the exam, they call someone from outside, they give them some logics, quants and everything, and then the company will come and hire. That is not the way. Because ultimately when the company hires that person also, it's because the responsibility lies with the institution also. They are thinking about placing a student, but the student should survive. After 6 months, 1 year, he will forget, because we have a memory of a short-term memory. But if you do it from day one across 3-year, 4-year period, and every semester, sir, in SRM University, internship is mandatory.
Okay.
Many people do internships only in the pre-final year. But in SRM, in the curriculum itself, the internship is made mandatory. Every year they will have internships between the semester breaks. So through that they are getting hands-on, not in the classroom, because learning does not happen in the classroom. Even if the learning is happening, the application happens outside the classroom. So that is where we motivate our students, but student needs to come for the weekend classes. they need to go and take the internships. As I said, we are ready, we have options, but we can't spoon feed any student. He is, again, as I said, he is having empty plate, he wants to keep standing, no one is going to ask him, are you hungry, hungry. He needs to go and fill what he wants. As long as student is willing, showing the aspirations, showing the willingness, the ability to learn, then I am sure this gap, which is actually true, it's a huge gap, these gaps can be mitigated and identified and resolved. This is my take on it.
Another special observation, sir.
Yeah.
When I saw like your KTR campus particularly, I'll tell you two sets of institutions, sir. One is Flame University,
Correct.
Ashoka University, Kriya University, OP Jindal University. This is one set of, like if you take in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, Tech Mahindra, Oaks and something kind of colleges or universities. Generally, they absorb ICSE, IB, IGCSE, Cambridge
Correct.
students. Rarely around 10% of state students may go, but generally they attract that particular talent.
Correct.
When we see SRM, it is a mix and match. You are having IB, you are having international syllabus, you are having IGCSE, you are having Telangana board, you are having Assam board. Here, the entire methodology might be different.
Correct.
How IB people, IGCSE, because they are having very less options. Like if there is a different mismatch I am observing now, because my viewers, many of the parents who comes to me are from software engineering background, the parents. So here parents are asking me, you convince my child at any cost to join in engineering, because that engineering degree uplifted them and they are at good stage now. But what they have done, they stay in Gachibowli or in different parts of Hyderabad and they kept the student in IB. So there is a contradiction happening and they are fighting and come to me. So in many cases, to match both of you, maybe SRM may be the best option for you. Am I right, sir?
Yeah, I will tell you the reason, sir. As you rightly said, these boards like IB board, International Baccalaureate, or let's say IGSCC, these are focused more towards humanitarian subjects. CBSE is one board which is actually fundamentally known for STEM learning. Whereas IG board, I am not saying they are not for STEM learning, they are now more towards artistic, humanitarian. So if you look at these, if you compare these both kind of fields, there is a huge gap in terms of the way they teach, the way they understand, the way they examination, everything is different. But SRM is definitely facing such challenge. We are not only receiving these boards, we are receiving boards like West African board, we are receiving international students. Sir, we have 4,000 international students.
Okay.
People are coming from Russia, people are coming from Africa, people are coming from Nepal also.
Okay.
So we not only these 4 boards, we are having challenges of more than 100 boards. All the recognized boards, if you see, we admit more than 100 boards. So we clearly understand there is an issue. So that's what I'm saying. First year is all about observing who is what is this particular student's capability level, what is this student's capability level. In the first year, it's all about bringing them in one page because they are all here and there.
Okay.
So first year, that's why the subjects will not be very intense. First year we will focus more on the fundamentals, because and fundamentals can be redundant. For example, people who are coming from CBSE board, for them like subjects like applied physics, maths, chemistry might be easy, because integral calculus and all these things they have been heavily done. Whereas IB or IGC students will feel it very trembling.
उनको मैथ देखने से मुश्किल होता है.
Yes. So what we do in first year, there are some subjects that might be tough for one. There are some subjects like, for example, personality development. CBA student will suffer there.
They don't know about it.
They don't know. But IG student will shine, full of confidence, and they will just
public speaking, activities, everything.
It's a walk in the park for them. So challenges are for both of them. One
is good at one thing, another is good at another thing.
So we pull them to one median level in the first year. So subjects are introduced in such a way that there is a good balance of different boards, put them in one level, and from second year onwards we tell them how to go about it. And during that first year period is very crucial for a student to go and attend this extra classes, communicate to your peers. Sir, everyone is talking about now. Some parents and students, they come and ask, who is your professor, who is teaching this, and the ecosystem in the class.
Yes.
If there is a small college in some village, they will have only state board. As you said, some of the brands, I don't want to name them, they only cater to cream layer. And you know, they are all working in silos.
Uh,
But we are facing this heat and challenge, but we like this challenge because we have been doing this challenge for last 55 plus years. So we understand this problem. So that's why bringing everyone to one level is the first motto for us. Then onwards, I think people would themselves know how to navigate. This is
Sir,
what I have observed.
we seriously discussed about different academic topics.
Yes.
So to make it chill,
Okay.
now we move on to recreational activities and clubs and the challenge with the Gen Z using mobile to get them into clubs and activities.
Sure.
So how you will do and what you are doing now, sir?
Definitely. Sir, I have slightly different point than you.
Okay.
Actually, the study says, the current study says, Gen Z have started using less phones now. It will be hard for you to believe.
Okay.
It is people like us,
Uh.
the parents, who every first thing in the morning you send good morning with either one God photo or one flower photo. And nowadays the current generation who are just entering, if you look at their Instagram or all these things, there is a new trend, you know, zero post.
Yeah, this is a new
It's
trend
happening. Zero
recently.
post. They have zero post, no pictures. They are calling it social media detox.
Ah,
Because we think that they are addicted to the flow. Actually, parents are spending more time than students. This is my view. What I am observing in the current generation, they are much smarter.
పేరెంట్స్ అందరూ కూడా ఈ పాయింట్ని నోట్ చేసుకోండి. సార్ చెప్పిన దాని ప్రకారం మనం ఎప్పుడు మీరు నా దగ్గరికి వచ్చి కంప్లైంట్ చెప్తూ ఉంటారు, సార్ మా వాడు ఫోన్ దున్నేస్తున్నాడు, తలుపు లోపల వేసుకొని చూస్తున్నాడు, అట్లా ఇట్లా అని చెప్పేసి.
They can Google
సో
about this.
మనకు తెలియకుండానే మనం యూట్యూబ్ అని, సీరియల్స్ ఏం చెప్పిండు, మన బాబు గారు ఏం చెప్పిండు, మోడీ గారు ఏం చెప్పిండు, ట్రంప్ ఏం చెప్పిండు, ఇంకెవరన్నా ఏం చెప్పిండని ఇదే చూసుకుంటూ మనం కూడా వాస్తవంగా మునిగిపోయి ఉన్నాం. సరే, ఓకే సార్.
Yeah, because one more thing, what I've noticed, I recently also recollect one of my relative, he sent me one video. They said Indian national anthem has been selected as the best national anthem in the world. He sent me a WhatsApp.
ఓకే.
That is completely fake. At least the young generation, when any information comes in, they try to go and do research. Is this fake or true? Right? But our generation, unfortunately, whatever is given in WhatsApp,
దట్స్ క్లియర్.
yeah, you know, my younger cousins are there who are just finished college or in college. They mock us, elder people, calling, you have studied from WhatsApp University. Right? Because see, we unfortunately we are in the transition period. We were born in a stage where there were no mobile phones, no TV also.
ఎస్ సార్.
Then slowly we saw TV, overwhelmed. Then we saw mobile phones, overwhelmed. We are actually overusing and abusing.
ఓకే.
Students were already born, they are born with, you know,
Mobile.
AI and mobile and all these things.
Okay.
Definitely, I see a clear trend. They are slowly not using mobile phones like they used to before.
ఓకే.
That trend is changing.
So how these clubs are engaged in changing any detoxification among this
Correct.
particular Gen Z?
So, we have totally 9 different student clubs. There are literature club, photography club, apart from sports, these are only recreational. Now, recently also I can refer to one activity where we had a bikers club.
Oh.
Now, some parents might be scared, what is this? Because, you know, riding, and I will show you the videos and photographs, you can also check, students can check. We went on Leh Ladakh expedition.
Wow. Super.
First university in India. We were 40 bikers. I was also there.
Okay.
I was
okay,
leading
great.
the team. So 40 people, we went from Delhi all the way to Ladakh by road. It was total 7 to 8 days trip. There were girls also.
Wow.
There is no signal, no internet, nothing is there. We were in that Pangong Lake, which is China border. There in the night 10 p.m. every day there is a power cut. We are sitting in Hyderabad. If 5 minutes power cut goes, we call EB office, we call the watchman. What is this? Where is the backup? We can't live without internet or light. Leave internet. Every day it's a drill that 10 p.m. it closes. So why we took the students? Now people think, when we first told this to the parents, many parents straight away said no. But then we created an awareness session. I myself made one video. The intention of going there is, first of all, sir, we took almost 200 books and around 100 plus dolls. We took it, we went to Leh Ladakh. There are small kids in Anganwadis who does not have access to a lot of things. Things that are basic to us is luxury for them.
Yes, sir.
So we went, we distributed the books. They don't have pens, they don't have books, they don't have proper facility. And apart from that, we identified 10 Anganwadis there, and students were given the task to teach to the small students also.
Okay.
So it's a community building activity, and we also sponsored, it's, it's how cold, harsh weather, in Ladakh during the winters and all. It's impossible for us to survive, but people are there. So we are helping them with matting and all these things. We are sponsoring that also. So it's actually CSR activity. On the other hand, people, when we took the students there, they were going in the bike. So we are teaching them resilience. And usually when we think about students riding bike, all we have seen in the road, they are doing zigzag and everything. But here we had a marshal, and it was very clearly said, if any student is deviating, because we have a speed limit, and the marshal is the one who goes in the front, we have to follow the marshal strictly. The moment they deviate, we told them, we will pack you and send you back home. So at least to finish that, and we finally give a certificate and a medal that you have finished this expedition. So in this, we teach about discipline, we teach about patience. That bike can go 100, but you can't go above 40. If it's a speed limit, we go with the speed limit. So we teach patience, we teach them resilience, we teach them endurance. You have to drive, and after that you have to do community service also. And in that night when we stayed in that Pangong Lake, when there was no internet, you can't use your phone. When there is no light, you have to come outside your camp, you have to put a bonfire. So communication happens. So people who never used to know each other, and these are from different years, different branches. So people communicated. We were literally living like, in the days, how in olden days we used to sit near the fire and then talk. Nowadays, what is happening, sir? Everyone is glued. In the same house, even elders also I'm saying, husband and wife is sitting in both end of the corner sofa and sending reels or messages to each other. So that has to change. So through these activities, these clubs, the driving club, and we also have a Nukkat Natak drama club. So here people are able to express, they take some social problems, and through the drama, they are trying to portray that issues in the society. It could be political issue, it could be issue on global warming. Now pollution is there in Delhi. They make really beautiful drama in a very sarcastic way, but they are conveying that message.
Okay.
So you see social problems are taken up by students, so we motivate that. So these clubs are very essential, and we have photography club where people go to wildlife photography and take very interesting photos. So if you come to SRM, the good thing, especially Delhi campus, is that the moment you cross our campus, you have a lot of options. Like starting from this side, you go to Uttarakhand, then there is Shimla, then Ladakh, I said. This side we have Punjab, so they have a lot of options. We motivate our students to go out, because sitting in the classroom is not school.
Yes, sir.
Higher education, classroom learning is important, but again, through these kind of activities and clubs, interpersonal skills goes up. Because ultimately after 3 years or 4 years, or for law it's 5 years, after the graduation, when the HR comes in, they are not going to look at what CGPA you have and straight away give you the job. They are going to see how you are able to sell yourself. And you can sell yourself only when you are confident. And confidence comes from communication. And communication comes from these clubs.
Yes, sir.
So I request parents and students also, like whatever interest you have, if any of your club matches your interest, please go there and spend and contribute whatever you can do to the society and to yourself also.
Okay, sir. Sir, last 2 questions.
Yeah.
So regarding actually South Indian mindset, suppose one Western student is going to one engineering college or degree college. He go with the theme that I have to learn something unique. So based on that, I'll go and search for the job. Whenever irrespective of the salary, I'll go and join there. I'll learn the theme. I'll grow in my life. Generally,
Correct.
It is the theme
Correct.
in the Western world.
Correct.
So whenever someone is coming to SRM, as a parent, how much package my ward is going to get? What he is learning, he don't need. What college is teaching, he don't require.
Correct.
Only 2 things in his mind. People are coming to SRM or many of the engineering colleges, mostly the reputed institutions like you. How much package? After this, after BTech, how my abroad plans I have to plan. How this degree will help to get into good university. Only 2 things they are coming. So you tell me, sir, how?
First of all, this thought process itself is wrong and has to change. I will tell you why. If the idea is to get a job, why go to a university? Go to a recruitment agency get a certification and pay them, they are going to find you a job. So any parent who comes and talks to me about placement, yes, I give the data and all these things. Then I ask them, you know, when a baby is born, you don't decide which school. Nowadays, maybe parents are doing that also.
Parents are doing that also.
That also. But in a joking way, I'm saying, we are not thinking which college to do, what we are going to do, all these things. Likewise, the student has come for admission. There is 3 years, 4 years time for them to explore. What if, you know, if everyone starts thinking about job, we will not have people like researchers. Like if Abdul Kalam's parent thought, no, you should only work, he would have not gone to, you know, do research and all these things. So, and what about entrepreneurship? People are only considering about job. All are job seekers. Now, if everyone becomes job seekers, who is going to give them job? We need job creators.
Why that fundamental logic is missing in most of the South Indian communities? This is a new trend actually.
Yes. Actually, the unfortunate thing is, we try to, you know, in our generation people, it's a mistake with our people also. See, there are 3 kind of generations. I have mentioned it in one of my other podcast or interview also. I called it the 3S, 3 different stages of 3S. When our father used to work, it was matter of survival.
Yes.
We don't know what is the next day, what meal I'm going to get, because 300 years of colonialism has uprooted India is so bad shape they left. So to have the next meal, we have seen so many droughts and famines. So for your parents, the main goal was sustainable, not even sustainable, survival.
We have to live.
We have to live, survival. That yes. In our stage, it is sustainability. Now with great difficulty, our father has sent us to school. Maybe our father must have not even gone to school. But to us, they ensured the basic requirement, whatever is there, they tried their best.
Yes.
Okay, and for us it's a matter of sustainability.
Yes.
They had survival, we had sustainability. Super. The current generation, the S, is called social impact. Actually, the current generation, deep inside, they actually want to create a social impact, if you see. But our generation, like the parent generation,
we are teaching them sustainability things.
We are still stuck with sustainability. We are thinking about ROI. If I join today, I am spending 3 lakhs, 2.5 lakhs per year, 4-year engineering course, 10 lakhs. Okay, then another hostel all put together, another 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs I am paying. So, if he gets a package of 20 lakhs, then 1 year is my turnaround period. Is it what, FD investment or what? What if the student after 4 years wants to get into an MTech program? Maybe he wants to get into a PhD at a later stage. He wants to do research. Maybe if he is doing research, he can win Nobel Prize also. Or he can really do some groundbreaking things. Sir, India is a land of innovation. Was, not is. You see Aryabhatta, starting from Aryabhatta or Bose, you know, Bose particle, many people don't know who is Bose. We are not teaching that also. In the school level, they should teach all these things, right? If because of our parents' mentality, we are so much having abundance in job seekers, people are only looking at ROI. So sometimes after a long time when parents keep on asking me about placement, I tell them, see, if your kid comes to the class regularly, 75% attendance minimum, what is UGC guideline, and gets a decent mark. I must say you should be topper. Whatever best you could do average, you are doing it. But in your internships and your final year project, do it wholeheartedly. We tell that to students. I think if they start doing it, companies are not going to choose students. Students are going to choose companies. So that's why the beautiful thing at SRM, sometimes people have 2 or 3 job offers in their hand. They choose a job sometimes based on the brand. Oh, I want to work in this brand, even though salary is less. Some students choose a company just because it is closer to their home, right? So finding a job, I think it's not really the question. The question should be what my son or daughter should become. When I mean what, does not mean engineer, doctor. What kind of problem my son should be solving? What kind of societal impact they are going to give to the society? So it could be any challenge. I think the mentality, there is some mistake that the parents are also doing, sir, because they are pressurizing the kids also. You have seen so many suicides are happening when they are not able to crack NEET or JEE mains. Kids are going and committing suicide. Who is to be blamed? Do you think you can blame that kid who is 17-year-old, or the parent should be blamed?
Parent.
Because we are putting them like pressure cooker and expecting them that they should do good, join IIT, get a job. Ultimately, we are all looking at ROI, sustainable. Fight with their competitor. What my neighbor is saying, पड़ोसी में शर्मा जी का बेटा ये rank ले, आपने क्यों नहीं कर रहा? So that kind of pressure should not be created. Let the student fail. If you want to drive cycle, you have to fall 10 times, 20 times. You have to see blood. Only then you will be able to cycle. Day one, you want everyone to fly in the rocket. It's not possible. And we are not a recruitment agency. Sorry, if parents are thinking SRM is a place where you can find job, then they are in the wrong place. We are here to give knowledge, sir. Once we give knowledge, students will themselves find a job. Job is not the priority. What kind of problem solving? What kind of problems are there? Problem identification, problem solving. What kind of societal impact they are going to have to the society? That is very important. And if you allow students freely, let them make mistakes, let them fail, no problem. But they will come up. I am very confident in this future generation of India. Only thing, our parents should not disturb them too much. Don't pressurize them. Allow them. It's not about package. Some people, day one, some people expect people should straight away become CEO or managers. It's not possible, sir. They should join, even if it is a 10,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees salary. First join. So far in education industry, you are giving money and getting knowledge. You are giving money and getting knowledge. If you go and join a company, see that as a place where you are getting knowledge plus pocket money.
Yes.
I understand there are financial commitments might be there, the pressure might be there. I understand that. But what I am saying is, if the students is taking up the first job, whatever job is given to them, if it is interesting, they should blindly take it, sir.
Sir, Indian is the major exporter of UG students for abroad studies. So unfortunately or fortunately, particularly the colleges or universities like SRM with Amrita are mostly blessed children who are having affordability. Means I assume that more than 60% of the students are, or 50% of students are moving to abroad for UG studies. In this regard, if a particular student joins in SRM university, you are having multiple accreditations from different bodies within India or even from abroad. So how these accreditation help the particular student in joining the international campuses or abroad campuses? Is there any difference between joining in SRM or in any state particular local college which doesn't have proper accreditations? It's a small state run college. So can you elaborate this, sir?
Yeah, sure. So first, if you look at these accreditation rankings, these are very essential for two things. One is, even in the ranking, especially the international rankings also, if you see, there is a column for industry outlook. It basically means it's based on perception. The scoring of that ranking is based on perception. What is market talking about you? So with this perception, what happens is, when they go for a job or higher studies, both cases, the HRs will also look into this ranking, and based on that they will go and select the companies. Likewise, if a student is going abroad for studies, like good schools, like Ivy League schools or Russell Group schools, or if you want to go to the good brands, definitely first thing they see is the accreditation. They will definitely see it, because accreditation is a yardstick for them to understand that this student is coming out of a quality institution. That means he or she will be able to survive in our institution.
Yes.
If they are going to take a student just for the sake of money making or just for the sake of putting them, they will actually end up burning their own fingers. Because ultimately, though, that student also needs to graduate from that particular institution, right, in foreign institution. And the student is not able to cope up, their ranking will also go down. So it's a cyclic process. So it is very important. Now students who are joining local college, you ask them, what about them? Unfortunately, if they join an institution where there are no good rankings or accreditation, they might even face even they might get colleges in Canada or US or wherever it is. But during the visa process, they might even after getting the offer letter, a student can be rejected on the grounds of the fact that the institution where they are coming from is not good. So it is very important. So if someone is planning for international education, for their higher studies, or if they want to study abroad, definitely they should look into an institution which has accreditations. They like it or not.
So what is the fees range at different SRM institutions across India, sir?
Yeah. So sir, as I said, we have totally 24 different institutions. 24 institutions.
With related to UG education, I am asking, sir.
Okay. So specifically if you ask about UG, see, we have got hotel management program also. We have got Bachelor of Arts also. It starts as low as 50,000.
Okay.
And all the way we have MBBS.
Okay.
So it is 50,000 to even 1 crore. So that bandwidth is huge.
Okay.
But most of the students, our strength, most number of students are in engineering program.
Okay, then
That is our forte. Engineering, if you see, again, we have different colleges also, no? So we have a college, we just acquired one college in Trichy.
okay.
There the fee structure is only 75,000.
Wow.
Yeah, just acquired.
Okay.
And we have a college in Madurai. There the fee structure is only 1.5 lakhs.
Okay.
Same SRM group, good affordability, catering to that local people.
Okay.
Then if you go to KTR campus, the main campus, of course, the same BTech will be 5 lakhs. Because of the infrastructure, the demand and all these things. So it's a huge range. I think if I want to specifically talk about colleges, usually the range is less than 2 lakhs. In simply I can say all colleges, not university, all colleges affiliated to Anna University or Madras. We have one arts and science college also which is affiliated to Madras University. We are running BSc, BCom programs. Again, that is also less than 1.5 lakhs. But if you look at university, like the Delhi one or that the one in Amaravati or the one in Chennai, the main campus, here all the BTechs are usually above 1.5 lakhs. So that's the difference basically.
Okay. Sir, one more question. Everybody, whenever some persons comes from industry, maybe B.V. Mohan Reddy or someone else, some XYZ, whenever somebody from industry comes, CTE and JNTU or Anna University, XYZ, so on and so forth.
Understood.
You are running outdated curriculum. As government thought in 25 years back, they awarded some few people the university status. Sir, are you really in parallel with the industry curriculum and international accreditations?
Correct. I will answer that, sir. As I told you earlier, if you recollect my talk in this very talk, I told you we have this international advisory board.
Okay.
I will tell you a couple of people's name in that. One is Professor Sir Tom Blundell. He is basically University of Cambridge Research Director.
Okay.
He is a part of the advisory board. One more I can say, Professor Taguchi, he is from University of Shiba in Japan. We have in Australia also, we have Griffith University, Professor Ivory is there. And beyond that, we have a couple of Nobel laureates also who are there. Where one is Professor Ada Yonath. She was the first woman in the Middle East region to win the Nobel Prize in chemistry in the year 2009, I think, for ribosomes. She is the one who found that the structure of the ribosome.
Oh.
She has attended 2 conferences of SRM and she is also in the advisory board. So we understand that the curriculum is unfortunately outdated in majority of the institutions in India. But as a quality brand, SRM and few others are also there. I don't know what is their modus operandi, but ours is very straightforward. With these people, we conduct this board of studies. So as a process, I'll tell you how it happens. So first is board of studies, then there is academic council, then there is board of management, then there is finally governing body. Governing body is basically the chairman, chancellor, all these people who are governing body. The next one, board of management, where the directors, like people like us and all these people are there. But at the fundamental level itself, for every faculty, it's not for university, for every faculty, every single department, they conduct individual board of studies. Because I can't go and tell, for example, I am from engineering background, I have done MBA also. But I can't go and tell a dentist what kind of future prospects there are.
We can't do that.
I can go and tell a filmmaking department how to do it. I can't do it, right? So what we do it is we call industry people, number one. And how do you do it? During this board of studies, most of the people who we have called are usually SRM alumni also.
Okay.
Because we have an alumni base of more than 5 to 6 lakh people.
Superb.
Because that's our biggest strength. So if you see the White House, the main guy who handles the entire White House security is a student of SRM.
Oh.
They can Google it and find it out.
Okay.
So our students, I will tell you one more example. I went to a small country called Seychelles. Seychelles has a population of 96,000. It's an archipelago of island. 96,000 is the population of Seychelles. I stayed in a hotel. I think it was called the Strand Hotel near the beach. It became very famous after the royal family, Britain royal family, they went for some vacation. It became very famous after that. I went there, I was having my morning breakfast. One guy came running up to me. He was a waiter. there in that hotel in Seychelles, and he said, "Hi, bye, I don't understand. How did you know me?" Then he said, "He's a student." So our students are there in smallest of the nations to big giants like US, all these places. So our alumni is a biggest strength. So some of them are our alumni also. And these international people, as I said, we have Nobel laureates, we have research directors who are in University of Cambridge. So you can imagine the level. And Professor Ada Yonath, the Nobel Prize winner, she is from Weizmann Institute in Israel. She is also very much associated with us. They can check it on the Google. She has attended our conference. So through these people, we analyze what is going to be in trend for the next 5 years, 10 years period, short term plan, long term plan. So let's say someone is joining today in a biomedical engineering program. After 4 years, what kind of applications are coming in the market? What are the companies saying about it? What are the experts saying about it? We thoroughly discuss. And the beauty of board of studies, even students are involved.
Yeah.
So we take every single individual stakeholder's opinion in that, and we try to create the curriculum in such a way that this curriculum is relevant and useful for the students.
Okay, sir.
That
The last and final question.
Yeah,
sir.
sure.
So it is emotional and controversial because I need to ask because every parent, because I am also a parent of 2 kids.
Correct.
So as fathers or mothers, we are more concerned about our kids' safety, security, and there is a many parents whenever they come to me, they silently just bend to sir, kuch drug culture hai kya? So fortunately or unfortunately, it spread like anything, and everybody are shy to ask or fear to ask, but the question is inside every parent. Maybe this is due to earlier we used to have like big families. Now we are nuclear families, only 1 or 2 kids. That kids are their entire life actually for them. So if something happens to them, so it is a disaster to the family.
Correct.
So in this respect, the institutions like the biggest crunch, almost 50,000 or 1 lakh students in institutions like you, what are the precautionary measures, what are the awareness programs, and what are the control or checkpoints to ensure student safety and parents' happiness?
Definitely, sir. So definitely as SRM group, we handle almost 1 lakh students across India. If you put all the campus together, we have more than 1 lakh students. I'm not going to deny that there is no problem. Definitely there is a problem. And SRM is definitely facing a problem in terms of drug issues also. Actually, we spoke about social media, mobile addiction. The real addiction is actually drug. The current youth, unfortunately, this is a real problem. The Gen Z is actually moving more towards drugs. And there are drugs in the market nowadays that if we keep it in front of us, we won't even know if it's a drug. All different kind of drugs, all that you can't even identify. These things are coming in place. Initially, we tried doing, our wardens, they go for surprise check. We have sniffer dogs also. Once in a while, we go for random checks, and we have confiscated few things. But we realized one thing: no matter how much ever strict you are, how much ever checking you do, that is for safety, security. We are doing checking, they are caught, and then we are calling parents, we are suspending them. This is happening, sir. Not only SRM, everywhere it's happening. But unfortunately, we are also suffering. But we noticed one thing: by doing more of policing work or trying to be behind the students, they are always finding some other way or the other. If they are not doing in the campus, they are going outside and doing it anyway. So our responsibility is not just about within the campus it should be safe. No, we should also find that the students should understand the pain of it. So what we have recently, we have changed our protocol. So I will agree that initially we used to be very strict. We tried being strict. I am not saying we are strict. We tried being strict, but we failed. I will accept it. We failed miserably. Our strategy did not work. But of late, what we have done is we have signed up a few MOUs with some agencies. One of the example I can tell you, there is a company called Your Dost. Your Dost, it's the name of the company. It's founded by one girl from IIT. She's IIT graduate, and she's the founder. And they have a very beautiful model. So what they do, every semester they come and do awareness program. So what they do, they put those students together in an assembly hall or in the auditorium, and they play the videos of the people who have lost their life. Lost their life as in because of drug, how the society has avoided them, or what some people have got diseases. Some people have been pushed away from the family, and then they go for rehabilitation centers, and they are themselves saying, the people who are drug users are themselves telling
Yeah,
in the
explaining.
video that I spoiled my life, I ruined my life. So through this, we emotionally try to tell them, create awareness, saying that instead of saying don't do, unfortunately, this current generation, even we were also kids.
Sir.
If you say don't do, that only they'll do.
That is
So
the
instead of saying don't do, what we are trying to tell them is, if you do this, this is the consequence. Now you choose. If you want to do the drugs, they will think twice now. So we have changed the thought process. Apart from that, we take a lot of safety measures in terms of, as I said, this CCTV camera, let it be there, then we go and do random checks. This is not really working. The real work is, the lot of awareness is required. Unfortunately, students think it's fashion. When I do drugs, I am cool. I am the coolest guy if I do the drug. I look fashionable, because unfortunately in media also they are showing it. The Western singers, pop singers, all these people, they are using it and endorsing it, because they are doing for their survey. They maybe they are not even doing it really, but they are showing that on the TV and all these things, and people get addicted to it. So the best way is, instead of saying don't do it, we will educate them saying that if you do this, this is the consequence. Now you think you want to do it or not. This has actually worked. And this your dose, through these sessions, sometimes they are also able to have questionnaires. So through the questionnaires, they are doing this, it's like a psychometric test.
yeah.
Through this, they are able to analyze the pattern.
Okay.
And they actually have a product. The product is very nice. They can raise red flags to the coordinator. When they meaning
There is a possibility.
Possibility of this student. It's not only for drug. If the student is depressed, is going to commit suicide, or the student is having some, because see, students can have even relationship. It's normal, sir. You can't stop the student
yeah,
from
it's a
having age. We all have been there, right?
Yes.
So it happens, and because of students are taking decisions. So all these factors, through these companies, what I said, we are able to create awareness program. Not only awareness, constant monitoring, follow up, and expert guidance. So here, and it's completely confidential. There are things. See, parents expect everything that they should know, but please understand, they are not school kids. They are now adults. They are 18 plus. Some things we can't even discuss with parents, but definitely we will ensure that the student is brought back on track. Some things we can't discuss. So,
Sir,
but through this your dose, we are able to give them confidential counseling and ensure that they are pulled back on track.
Sir, one last and final question. As you said, it is 1 lakh community of students.
Yes.
So what is the size of your think tank? Like you said, taking your dose, that's a very sensitive issue.
Yes.
So this like Nobel laureates and this kind of board of studies members, like how many members think tank of the SRM size, how much maybe, sir?
So there are totally, like me, if you look at the directors alone, there are almost maybe 40 different people who are working in, because 1 lakh is a huge, strength. So then we have got, in Sonipat, whatever I said was the international visibility is only for Sonipat. So there are around 12 main international people, and apart from that, locally from IITs, IIMs, or our for outsiders they call it competitors. For us, they are collaborators.
Okay.
Be it VIT or Amrita, we have people from those institutions also coming in and guiding us what to do, what not to do. So again, this board of management around overall, if you see, our own institution, 20 institution, you do the math, it's around 800,000 people might be there, if you look at the overall bandwidth.
సో ఇక్కడ చాలా ఎందుకో ఈ క్వశ్చన్ లాస్ట్లో అడిగినా అంటే 1000 మంది మేధావులు తర్వాత భారతదేశంలో కానీ ప్రపంచవ్యాప్తంగా కానీ నిష్ణాతులైనటువంటి వ్యక్తులు ఈ పిల్లల యొక్క ప్రతి పాయింట్ని ఇప్పుడు చెప్పారు కదా, డిప్రెషన్లో ఉండటం దగ్గర నుంచి, చదవలేకపోవడం దగ్గర నుంచి, సైకాలజీ ఇష్యూస్ దగ్గర నుంచి, డ్రగ్ పాజిబిలిటీ అడిక్షన్ అయ్యే దగ్గర నుంచి, వాళ్ళ అకాడమిక్స్ దగ్గర నుంచి, ఇండస్ట్రీలో ఏం జరుగుతుందనే దగ్గర నుంచి, ఇదంతా చేయాలి అన్నట్లయితే ఒక వ్యవస్థ చేయగలదు. వ్యవస్థని నిర్మించేటప్పుడు చాలా కష్టంగా ఉంటుంది, కానీ వన్స్ ఒకసారి వ్యవస్థ ఫలితాలను ఇవ్వటం మొదలుపెట్టిన తర్వాత అద్భుతమైనటువంటి ఫలితాలను ఉంటుంది. సార్ చెప్పినట్టుగా 5 లక్షల మంది అల్యూమినియంని తయారు చేసినటువంటి SRM, సో రాబోయే రోజుల్లో కూడా మన తెలుగు పిల్లలకి పర్టికులర్గా మంచి క్యాటర్ చేసేటువంటి పరిస్థితి ఉంది. ఎవరికి చెప్పకుండానే మన ఆంధ్ర అంటేనే ఆంధ్ర, కర్నూలు, కడప, కర్నూలు, అనంతపురం. ఈ మధ్య కొత్త ట్రెండ్ ఏంటంటే తెలంగాణ నుంచి ఆల్సో గ్రోయింగ్, బికాస్ ఇక్కడ మనకున్నటువంటి రకరకాల పరిస్థితుల వల్ల కూడా CBIT లాంటి కాలేజెస్ కూడా అప్పుల్లో కూరుకుపోయినటువంటి పరిస్థితులు. సో ఇప్పుడు మన పిల్లలందరూ కూడా రావాల్సి వస్తుంది. So, sir, everywhere you are established, sir. You are welcome to Telangana. Why you are not coming? So, I think something is obstacle. Some people are.
No, not obstacle. See, as I said, just now we acquired a campus in Trichy. 2 years ago, we did in Madurai. And one more exciting news I have to convey to the audience that we are going to start a medical campus in Sonipat campus also. So
But
far,
we are
MBBS
our, as Telangana state, you came to AP with beautiful campus. So, we are welcome you
Telangana.
to our Telangana. So, even to cater our students with all your expertise.
Definitely, sir. God willing that this becomes true, and I'm sure if there is something very interesting, when like SEZs now they are creating education zones also, education hubs like Gift City and all these things. If the government is definitely open to call for proposals, I'm sure SRM would be happy to apply for one, and I think we look forward to it.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Namaskar.